What you want to know. What you need to know. This is South Florida's Health and Wealth Radio, AM 1470, WNN.
Here's some great news from Tom Trento, host of the daily WNN Trento Vision Show. Due to the unparalleled success of the Trento Vision Show, you now have an amazing opportunity to advertise on the Trento Vision Show. If you want more information about this excellent opportunity for your business, please contact Tom Trento at 561-319-5533, or you can email him, tom@trentovision.tv. The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors. Welcome to Trento Vision, where bad ideas get pulverized and the truth will set you free. Trento Vision is hosted by Tom Trento. Tom can be reached at 561-319-5533 or tom@trentovision.tv. Listen and watch every weekday from 3 to 6 p.m. on AM 1470 WNN and trentovision.tv. Now, let's get a peek at Tom's view of the world. Here's Tom Trento.
The little pieces of nuts are stuck in my teeth. From CJ's not here. We miss CJ. We miss you. We miss you and love you. Where are you? She's not feeling well today. I think you got her sick, Joe. Where'd he go? Kenny's back there.
Kenny's
What's
back
up,
there.
Kenny? Man, how are you?
Having a raging debate about Notre Dame and Alabama. So.
I'm an Irish fan.
Yeah, I got five on the. I get the 5 on the Tide.
Okay.
It's official. It's on air. It's recorded. So
I am not a Roll Tide fan.
no, neither. I'm a Gator fan. So.
I had a very bad experience with Roll Tide. I think it was a '93 national championship, the Sugar Bowl. I went to it, Hurricane fan, Miami Hurricane fan. Wait, Kenny, was that 93? 93?
93?
Miami and Alabama? I think it was 93, wasn't it?
It was a 93 Sugar Bowl for the 92 season, yeah.
Yep. I was there.
He's like an encyclopedia
I
and
know,
stuff.
I know.
mean, he should be on ESPN.
I was there. There were 77,000 people in that dome. 7,000 people from Miami. I was one of the 7,000. 1 week I spent in the French Quarter with Roll Tide. That's all you hear. Roll Tide. Roll Tide. And they're all people with, like, gaps in their teeth and this and that and except the girls. The girls were...
hey, Alabama girls are pretty.
Yeah, but they were all over the quarter. And Miami was going to kill them. I mean, it was not even going to be a game.
Right.
And Miami got devastated. And not only was the noise deafening in the dome, but for the rest of the week, you couldn't go anywhere.
Obnoxious. They're obnoxious.
It was so bad.
They are obnoxious.
I said,
winners.
okay.
That's the reason I'm a Gator fan.
I'm done with... but a long time ago, I saw Touchdown Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it was like an apparition or something.
Really? That the skies parted, the seas, and
I was a
everything?
little kid, and we took a ride to Iowa where we had to visit somebody, and we stopped at South Bend on the way back. A good Italian Catholic family back then, and I saw the Touchdown Jesus at the end. I said, "This is cool," and I became a Newt Rockne, Notre Dame, Ronald Reagan fan way back then, following the Irish, even though Italian people and Irish people kind of clash once in a while. So I am rootin' tootin' for Notre Dame. If you're a Notre Dame fan, you can give us a call, 888-565-1470, 888-565-1470. But that last interview with Paris,
right?
His name is Paris David Blumenthal, and he's a phenomenal martial artist, U.S. national champion many years, and
the Karate Kid,
and
Karate Kid.
I went through his book. I mean, he's a fascinating guy. He made Aliyah, which for our listeners here on WNN 1470 and TrentoVision.tv. I had, as a goyim or goy, whatever it is, as a non-Jew, and as I started getting involved in this stuff, I had to learn all this stuff, Aliyah and everything else. Just basically It is sort of a dictum in the Jewish world where Jewish people are supposed to go back to Israel. And sooner or later they're supposed to go. And when they go, they got to prove their Jewishness and then make application and then go through this process and get
It's not easy. It's not easy. No, it's very
because
hard.
you get a lot of social benefits too.
Right.
So they want to make sure you're for real. But I thought the interview, when we had discussed with him earlier, we were going to discuss some geopolitical things and national security issues. But it took an interesting turn, and I let it go in that direction, a personal turn, where he was sharing his life and his family and the dissatisfaction in Los Angeles and with the 2008 election. My guess is Jewish people that were listening, many of them are going, you know what, that guy's me. I'm going to...
Well, we hear a lot of that talk after the 12 election from a lot of our Jewish brethren and sistren, is that they're saying, I'm done. I'm
going to Israel, I'm going to Australia or something.
Yeah.
But, most of that is just the emotionalism of the day. We're here for you, folks. Tom Trento, J. Mark, Mike, CJ, we're here. We have a lot of friends and know a lot of stuff. We'll hold your hand and lead you to the promised land. Okay, no pun intended. Absolutely puns intended. But be sure to watch in the mornings. Steve Kane and Brian Craig, 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock. They start off the day to feed your brain, strengthen your soul, and equip your feet for effective action. 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock. And they have a whole host of interesting liberals that call up, and they're fighting and arguing all the time, and it's very entertaining and educational. So be sure to tune in, 1470 WNN, 6 a.m. to 9 o'clock. Then we pick it up here 3 to 6 every day. Every day. A lot of work, but we love it. We are so blessed and enjoying our work here, communicating this critically important information and communicating stuff like this email that I got. Mark shot the video and edited a video yesterday that we sent out where I said, I know a couple of things. 30 years of activism. I know God exists and that America's a great country. Well, this person wrote, while I greatly admire and respect and appreciate, this seems to be...
Oh, here's the butt.
Yeah, the determination.
As soon as you start reading this, you feel a butt coming on.
And this is very well organized, 1, 2, 3, and all that. I have not seen anything that will be effective on your organization's part to even slow down Islam's ideological warfare assault upon America. There are no tangible reference points in your presentation as of yet that can be monitored like a scoreboard. But one can only easily see large numbers of points being scored by Islam on major issues since 9/11. It's Islam 100 America 3. Another organization that's very active is Act for America, but they have accomplished only very minor to negligible results. Basically, they have done nothing significant to stop the Islamic ideological invasion. I compare their efforts to picking a few leaves off a very poisonous tree. Trunk and branches and many other thousands of leaves are thriving. I am not sure, point 3, that either organization, United West or Act for America, has grasped the ideological insight necessary to defeat this ideological enemy invader called Islam. Perhaps you are similar, Tom Trento, to Romney. He was so polite, he was too polite to tell the truthful facts about his opponents.
You're polite? Hold on.
And educate his
You're polite like
fellow...
Romney?
Yes, I'm very polite. And educate his fellow Americans. Thus far, you may have been too polite in telling the truthful facts about Islam. Regardless, a million thanks for your leadership and continued efforts.
Wow.
Stroke and poke method here. Hey, look.
Well,
What do you think? What do you think?
Well,
about it?
I'm glad I wasn't on the New York shores in 1776 with this gentleman when 1,000 British ships came rolling up the harbor into New York, and just all the people who signed their lives, their fortunes, their sacred honor said, okay, it's over. We're done. We're sorry. We're taking it back, and we're just going to hang out and be a British Empire now. I'm sorry. That's all we're going to do. Is this is about individualism versus collectivism versus groupthink versus the heart and soul of America. And if this guy who wrote you that letter can't see that then he's not an individual. He's thinking like the group. And if he wants to think like a group, go join a Democrat Party and
no, I think I see what you're saying, but I think I have a little. This guy writes me a lot, and so I got a little frame of reference. He's frustrated. He wants to see. He sees the Brotherhood going into the administration. He sees the Brotherhood, Muslim Brotherhood, advancing in law enforcement. He sees the Brotherhood advancing in telling Hollywood what can or cannot be seen. He sees the Brotherhood advancing on the college campus. He's very frustrated. He looks to people like us that are out in front on the tip of the spear and saying, crush the enemy ideologically. If you noticed, he kept putting that in. We got about a minute, then we got to get to Rich. Go ahead.
Yeah, 20 seconds. Well, I was just talking about it with another person from another Tea Party. People are getting more and more frustrated, and they're wanting to take up arms. They're wanting to, overthrow the government. Well, it's not that time yet, people. It's not that time yet. If we still have some time, we can still do some other positive things to turn this boat around. I mean, the military's still with us. We haven't. It's not,
No, that's nonsensical.
But I think that's where this person's leading to, and we're here.
This guy is ideological, but there are those people.
Oh, there's a lot of them. There's a lot more than you actually realize, Tom. And they're out there right now, and they're really getting ready to push hard. Well, and they don't do it just yet.
That's almost a self-fulfilling negative prophecy where Janet Napolitano said, these conservatives, these people returning from the military, these Tea Party, they're the ones we have to watch. Well, if those people are going to, and I don't know these people, but I've heard these things, if those people are going to start thinking we've got to take up arms against the United States government, that's insane, because the system that we have, I can go all day long on this, but we got 30 seconds here. The system we have has built-in capabilities to influence and change it, but the people, the majority of the people have to get ready. If the majority of the people don't want that kind of lifestyle, then we will become a socialist entity, and that's because we've chosen. So let's get to Rich, because we'll have to do some shows on this whole thing. Are you there, Rich Swire?